Guess what we got in the garage? We got a couple big boxes, so guess what we're doing this weekend? We also got another one coming tomorrow. All right, guys, we're up and running, and we are on the Lectric XPeak 2.0 tonight. It's not too bad out. It's probably in the probably 45-ish right tonight. I did bring my gloves, but I didn't bring the batteries. I have my, I don't know, spring gloves, fall gloves on right now. And I forgot to tilt the seat back on this bike. Got the radar on again. So yeah, it was a rainy day today. It stopped raining, but it's still dark out. So sure we'll be riding a little bit into the darkness today. The torque sensor on this bike, it's a little bit more challenging than the Expedition that I'm going to be getting next month. Because I rode that down in Arizona. And both me and Lance were like, wow, there's a big difference in the torque sensors. But you can customize these things, and this one really makes you work at it. It's not an easy one. You've got to put some pressure into it to keep going here. So the faster you pedal, the faster the bike goes. If you don't pedal fast, it doesn't go. So you definitely get your exercise. But yeah, we got that Expedition promised to me next month. They were going to send it right out, and I said, nah, it's okay. I got enough bikes coming in right now that if you don't have it in stock, don't send it. So they said, well, we got it in stock, but we still low supply. I said, not a problem. And they were like, oh, thanks. So I told my connection. So when I went down to Arizona, I met Levi. We did a lot of talking. I was talking about all-wheel drive bikes, and he's like, oh, I'd really like to do an all-wheel drive bike. He said, but Robbie doesn't want to do one. He's like, will you talk to Robbie? And I'm like, sure, but I never did get a chance. But I told my connection, I said, hey, tell Levi to look at the Furious bike. He might be impressed with it. The EMX. That's a nice bike. I contemplated taking that tonight, and I said, nah, as I was going to head down on the rail trail here and get on that for a little bit. It's getting a little bit, you know, on the darker side at night. So I figured I'll go on a rail trail. Probably be safer than riding on a road. I like this bike though, it's a nice bike. So we've got two bikes in the garage, as you saw. Well, one bike in the garage. The other one is a scooter. It's a sit-down scooter. My wife told me a while ago, she's like, oh, get a scooter, get a sit-down scooter. I'm like, I don't want one of those. And they offered me it. I said, I'd take it. So she can ride it around. I'll do my review on it. It won't be anything long. And maybe I'll just make her ride it. And I'll just get video of her on it instead of me. Who knows? I didn't talk about it, I don't think, the last time. So Magicycle had reached out to me. And I got a Magicycle in the garage. So that's exciting. I've had quite a few bike companies reaching out. I just had one with man, we went back and forth. There's 37 emails that were exchanged with this company. They started out, they wanted to give me a bike for, I think it was $1,100. It was okay, you know, I had no problem with it. It was a little 20-inch folding bike. And they sent out the contract, and I'm looking at the contract, and I'm like, I'm not signing this thing. I told them that. I said, for the money that this bike is worth, I'm not doing all this. You know, they wanted me to submit the video, and they had to approve it, and they wanted me to make changes if they didn't like something, and I'm like, hell with that. I'm not doing that. So I told them, and they got back to me and said, well, if we take all that out of there, we'll just sign the contract. But you still gotta, you know, if something's wrong, you gotta make it right. So I said, okay. I sent back another letter. I said, I'll take the bike, and I want $1,500, you know, for doing the video. I figured that's it. They're gonna ghost me. They reached back out to me And they said, look, we'll take that stipulation out of the contract and we'll send you a better bike. I'm like, okay. So I look at the bike. I don't know. I was like, yeah, no, I'm still not comfortable with that. And I said, I had no problem with the other bike. You don't have to up the bike, you know. I actually thought that the bike that they were going to send me, it's a step 220 inch, and it's only got a 500 watt motor in it. That was the one downfall, but it was a cute little bike. So I'm like, yeah, I don't have a problem with that one. You know, it's fit the bill for a lot of people, so I'd show it. So then they sent me out another letter after that one. I'm thinking, well, this is weird. They're still communicating with me, and they offered me an even better bike. And I looked at it, and I said, all right. I said, look, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I said, I never ran into a company that wanted me to sign a contract like this. Before, I'd signed contracts, but not ones that they want me to review the video. I had that one time. I didn't like it, so I'm like, I'll never do that again. But we went back and forth, and I finally, we came to an agreement. I'm getting the bike. And I say that, I don't know that until I get shipping information, but it will be a first for me because we have never had a cruiser bike. It's like a road cruiser bike. It's got the smaller, I don't know what they are, 2-inch, 2.25-inch tires or something on it. And it's an 8-speed. It's a nice bike. A torque sensor on it. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, never had a bike like that. And that company is Van Powers, so we'll see how they are and see how this goes. These companies do seem to be getting, well, you know, I got more and more companies offering me better bikes too, so I guess they're just trying to cover their tracks. What else do we got? We got a trike showing up tomorrow. So that's the third bike in the garage. I've got the mock wheel granite coming in tomorrow, so we will have another trike on the channel. And speaking of trikes, I got a bike rack coming in too. I think I told everybody that, but that's coming in. So yeah, I got a bike rack coming in, and we'll be looking at that. It's very similar to the one I have, but it's aluminum, so you know, conventional biker. So that Furious bike that I have, I put some stainless steel rods. I welded them all up and stuff, painted them, and I put them on the rack on that to reinforce the rack. Furious is doing the same thing, but since I had that battery pack on there, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this now rather than later. I didn't want to risk anything. And I do have some news on the Escape bikes, but Joel doesn't really want me to share it yet until things are more firmed up. But those bikes are starting to come along now. There is going to be a delay in them. I think I discussed that last week, but some exciting news for everybody. And it's not my story to tell, so it's a good thing though. Awesome. And he also told me something else that was really awesome for me too. And we're not going to talk about that yet either, but good news coming in on that. And I've got a couple other bike companies reached out. And I got letters back to them, and we'll see what happens there. So definitely coming out of the woodwork this year with all the bikes coming in. Exciting. So I've been selling some bikes too. Got 3 sold right now. Another one possibly on Saturday, if not sooner. And then I've got to put a couple of more up for sale. So we're recovering some money. I also, the other thing coming in will be the end of April. So I got some stuff coming in April, that's for sure. But the end of April, we're going to have that Meet One tour. I'm very excited about that. That's a done deal, guys. I got it coming. So And they're supposedly sending me that the deluxe seat, and I've asked for the basket, and they're a little confused about why I want the basket. So I've had like 3 emails talking about that. Hopefully they're understanding why I'm asking for it now. It would be a good thing for them if I was able to redesign that thing so the seat would go on and it would move back and forth. If you guys watch Richard, he put it on it, but the seat wouldn't move and it was too far forward. So honestly, I don't care if I had to take the basket off the other one. I'll make the basket on the Breeze work, the larger basket, but I definitely want to try to get it from them. You got mud up here. I knew it was going to be muddy, but we'll deal with it. These are the all-escape tires on this. They'll go through mud and snow and everything, so good tires. So yeah, the meat one, that's a done deal. That's coming in. Got a trike channel up and running. Last I looked, I was over 50 subscribers, so in a week I've gained over 50. Just realized the gates are back up, so there won't be any more snowmobiles out here. I want to go up to the upper reservoir and see where the water level is. So that's my my mission. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing it in the dark, but we'll find out. You know, these guys are probably all heading home, and I'm heading out. So, but like I said, I got to do something to get these rides in. I was going to go last night. I started talking about this too. I keep getting start thinking of other things. I sold some bikes off. So what's gone? The little tiny Hovsco bike, sold that. I sold the Mooncool CG2 cargo bike, and I also sold the HJM Tri-Hauler Pro. That's gone, and my new friend out there, he's very happy with it, watches my channel, he's a subscriber, and that's actually how he found me. It wasn't through the Facebook Marketplace that I have them listed on. So I bring the guy that bought it, his name is Doug. He's a 72-year-old man, and he's like, I have no way to get it. He's trying to figure it out. I'm like, dude, I'll bring it to you. It wasn't that far away, and it was a 30-minute drive for me. So I gather everything up. He wanted the second battery. I had taken the second battery off, so I had to put that back on, but it was easy. Everything was there. I didn't strip out any of the, I didn't take the battery balancer out or anything. I left it so that the next person could just plug in the battery. But he had one ordered, and he's getting a brand new HJM Tri-Hauler Pro on Tuesday. And I'm like, why do you want mine? He's like, well, it's set up just the way I want it, and I'll deal with the other one. So he doesn't even know what he's going to do with the other one. So anybody wants an HJM Tri-Hauler and you're near New Hampshire, he's got a brand new black one coming in on Tuesday. And if that's something you're interested in, reach out to me, and I will get in contact with him and see if that's something that he wants to sell. I'm sure he does, because I don't know what he's going to do with 2 of them. So that's gone. So that's the 3 out. I'll tell you, the Happy Run bike there, what a bunch of tire kickers on that thing. I've got an unbelievable, like over 1,000 views on that bike, like 300 and something instant messenger things on it. And they were all like, do you still have it? Yes. Nothing, you know. I got it on there for $1,100. I'll take $1,000 for it. They are, you know, will you take 500? No, you know, 5 cash. Who cares if it's cash, you know? The guy that bought the Mooncool Venmo'd me the money, so that was different. I've done Venmo, but I've never had anybody do it. It was easy, instantaneous. So hopefully the weather starts getting better and better. I got a lot of bikes to review, so I still got to get the review out on 2 bikes that I got. I got to get the, I haven't really done the, trying to get through the mud puddles here. I haven't done the Furious bike yet as far as the review goes. I want to get out there and ride it again, and I really, it got really muddy the first time. I'm trying to let everything dry up. The ground was still melting snow. It's almost gone now, so this thing in the next couple of weeks should start drying up. Not that I'm going to take it down here. We've done this all winter. I'm going to do some other rides. That thing's more of a road bike, but I do have some trails that I want to take it on too, so might end up changing the tires out on that to the tires that are like these here. They're not the Allscapes. No, they are the Allscapes. These ones here are called something else. I forget what it is, but they're the same tire. The tires Joel's getting on his bikes, they're black something or other, and they're the same tire made by the same company. They just put them out with different names on them. So I am running this in pass 5 tonight, but it is a torque sensor, so you kind of can adjust your speed with that. You actually got water running through here today. Starting to lose the trail again. I just repaired this last year too. I'll hit the throttle a little bit, see if this thing goes up to 20 miles an hour, which it does. I think we did this before and it was right around 20. Your class 3 e-bike, it falls within the rules. So we got the Magicycle. I was pretty psyched. I had Magicycles in the past and I was really psyched about that. The mock wheel, I wanted to get a bike, but they insisted on the trike. We'll see if we can get a bike later on, I guess. See how it goes. I told them it was the wrong time of the year for me and it'd be better if they sent the bike, and they're like, well, you really want to send the trike? I'm like, okay. That was when I decided to start the separate channel. Not that they're going to send bikes there, and I can't just put the trikes on that channel anyways because they were given to this channel. So I have to do the reviews and stuff through this channel, but I can do a lot of other content on the other channel, which you guys know I've been putting some content out on it. Not a ton of stuff, but I've been doing pretty good with it. I got a lot of Meet One people that are getting in touch with me now too, as far as asking me questions. I had one sale that was on a breeze, but they're reaching out to me asking me questions and stuff, which is good. The problem is those bikes are on pre-order too right now, so that company's kind of out of stock with a lot of stuff. People don't like to buy things that aren't in stock, so I don't either, but sometimes you got to. I mean, Joel's bike, Christ, it'll be, I think I ordered that in November, and I won't be getting it till probably March, but we'll find out. Or it could be even later than that. He said it could be all the way into June, depending on what happens. So a buddy of mine got ice tires at the end of the season. But he said they're freaking fantastic. So I might go get ice tires for this bike maybe next year and take it up the trails when it's snowy. I mean, I've been taking the trikes because they're safer. These things don't do well on the trails when there's snow out there, but we'll see if that ice tires work. Also had somebody give me, pretty good feedback on those things you slide your hands into, the handlebar mittens. He said it was a game changer, so I'll look at that too. Lectric's got a kit with that, and I may reach out to my buddy, or I may just pay for it. I don't know. They've been very generous with me. I hate to take advantage of it, but then he gets mad and you ask me for it, So what else are we going to put up for sale? We're going to put the Rip Current up for sale. Moon Cool TK1 I'm going to put up for sale too. I actually have somebody that might be interested in that. No sense of having that when I've got the TK Pro here. I need the room back. Got the shed roof all repaired last week. I did some, I'll throw some pictures up and so you know what I did. Here's where we cut off to go up to this trail. Let's see how bad this is today. So I was thinking about taking the hay bike up here too. We really didn't get to ride any trails with it. I want to do that, but I'm going to probably do that this weekend. Oh, let me tell you what I did. Stupid me. I get all the way to the guy's house with the trike, and I was rushing around trying to put the battery on it. I had to dig my trike rack out, put that on the car, and I was rushing. So I grabbed the battery that goes in the tube on that thing, throw it in the car, leave the batteries off. I get to his house, trying to stick the battery in the tube. I'm like, I don't understand, this thing won't go in. Yeah, it's because I grabbed the wrong battery. So I'm going back there on Saturday to put the, well, to give him his battery and put it in. I'm also going to, I think I'm going to bring a trike with me and I'm going to take a ride with him. So he's never been on a trike before. So I'd like to get him out there and instruct him on how to do it. And yeah, I might video it. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. And it all depends on what he says too. So I think he might be up for it. I wouldn't have the camera on him. I'd just ride like this next to him and instruct him on how to ride it. And, you know, maybe at the beginning I could set a camera up and see. But again, I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of intrusive on people if they don't want it. So I don't want to do that. He's a nice guy too. Really nice guy. Hope I don't find any bears tonight. Yeah, this thing is a nice rider, that's for sure. I'm so glad I got the step through and oh, I know who reached out to me too. They offered me, what was the name of it? The Ranger. And again, that's a 20-inch step through folding bike. And I said, you know, I've looked at Crusher for a long time. I said, you guys got a bike there that I really want to get my hands on. But I said, I totally understand if this is the bike you're promoting, I would be more than happy to take it and do it. But I said, I just want you to know, the bike that you have there is the Trax, and it's a 20-inch fat tire bike. A 24-inch fat tire bike. So, you know, I've always wanted to get a 24-inch. So I'm hoping they go, yeah, that would be great, Gary. So we'll see. You know, again, not that's carved in stone till you get shipping information. Gotta get my bike rack on the car, but gotta just go out. I was gonna take that trike rack off, put the bike rack on, but then I said, no, I gotta bring the trike out if I'm gonna ride with the guy on Saturday. I got a lot of work to do Saturday. Yeah, I got somebody else coming out on that happy run on Saturday. And they seemed like I sent them my video and everything, and they were psyched. They're like, if it's like this, the video, it's sold. So, I'm like, okay. Well, usually we come up here, there's cars parked all over the place, but not at this time of the day. Yeah, still looking for a moped style bike that I will either try to get or I will. Where are we going? Yeah, I'm confused here. But this is where we go in. I'm used to cars being here. I don't think this is where we go in, but I know this will go to the same spot. So I got another company that is reaching out to me. They have the moped style bikes, and they're probably going to send me one, but it's not that kind. It's just more like the happy run. So we'll take it. We'll do a review on it, but it's probably not going to be something that I'm going to be riding around all the time. You never know. I could be surprised. But yeah, I'm looking for something like the Rev 1. I still got the Rev 1, but I said, you know, I might be putting that one up for sale too if I can find something to replace it. Nice bike, but you know, I'm trying to keep the bikes current. So some of the bikes that I wouldn't mind having moped style, Ghost Cat. Though I've been told that's kind of a small bike, but hey, you know, might be perfect for me because I'm not the biggest guy in the world either. So, and the guys that say it's too small are all at 6 foot. I'm not 6 foot, so it could be perfect, like I said. So the Ghost Cat, I'm interested in. The Goat, I'd be interested in that. I heard they're going to 72 volt, or have gone. I haven't checked lately, but I did hear they were going to go to 72 volt. I thought Ghost Cat was going to go to 72 volt too, but I don't know. You know, everybody is talking 72 volt. But I also heard the 72 volt is not the greatest thing right now. So I got that from two people that know what they're talking about. And they said that, you know, Wired came out with theirs, that they got some issues. So anybody that watched Citizen Cycle, I'm going to do this backwards tonight, I think. Anybody that watched Citizen Cycle knows that motor had a really bad hum. And that's one of the problems they have with that. And there's some other issues. So it's not perfected yet. So I'd be cautious of the at least the hang tie, whatever they're called, motors and controllers. If Bafang came out with it, because they manufacture their own controllers, they probably have a good thing, but I do not believe hang tie does their own controllers. So I'll be putting the other one of these up for sale too. So I mean, I got quite a few bikes to sell. Making more. I mean, I got 3 out, and I got 3 tomorrow to replace them. So I've got to move some, guys. Can't keep them forever. And like I said, I'm trying to keep the bikes relevant and current. The reservoir is up too. I'm glad to see that. Let's take a look at this thing. You guys have seen it before, but we have a 20 amp hour battery in the tube on this. I get a 15 amp, well, it's 14 point something amp hour on the top. And we have 35 amp hours sitting in this pack, along with some gloves and some tools and everything else. So we're out at night here, so we got the light on, I got my radar on, and you've got your 8-speed down here on this bike, which is nice. It's got an Altus derailleur on it. I put the port in here for the battery pack, and we've got the Renegade fork on this thing. You've got a 203 millimeter rotors on the front of this, and you've got 180 millimeter on the back of this thing. Hydraulic brakes, nice. I changed the pedals out on that, changed the seat out on it. We have the suspension seat post on it, and we changed the tires to the Allscapes, which are awesome tires, guys. And again, Lectric all-wheel has these tires, and you're definitely going to want to get them from him because they're pretty cheap. There's the handlebar setup with the light on it. I put the light up there because it turns with the bike. I had mounted the other one down here for the other bike, and it was stationary. So this is better for me. I put the mirrors on, like I said, and there we are looking at the bike there. So I'm monitoring my thing, make sure I get a good picture quality. And the voltage is at 50 volts, so we dropped a little bit, but not much. So that's the bike. Took that Lectric 3.0 out for a ride after putting the controller in it. That thing pretty sweet now with that new controller in it. I did take the trike out, but I didn't go crazy with it. I do want to take the trike out for a ride. Probably put it on a trike channel though, guys, so you won't have to deal with it if you don't want to see it. And if you want to see it, you got to go over to my trike channel. So, like I said, I'm going to try to put a lot of trike content, well, all trike content on that. And I'm going to try to get it off of this channel. But I'm going to have trikes on here. That granite, mock wheel granite's going to have to be, you know, on here for the review. And we'll do a ride on it or whatever. And we have to because it was given to this channel. So I had a woman not call me, sends me an instant message on the Happy Run bike there, the G70. She says, I want this for my son. How fast will it go? I said, well, and she says her son's 15 years old. She says, how fast will it go? And I said, well, they claim it will do 37 or something. I said, I never saw her over 28 on this bike. And I said, so I'm going to tell you 28 is as fast as it's going to go. And that bike, the longer you stayed out, the more it diminished. So, and she's like, oh, that's not fast enough. He's looking to do, you know, way faster than that. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, what the Christ? You know, a 15-year-old kid? I mean, I know I was invincible when I'm 15, but I don't think my parents would have gave me a 50-mile-an-hour bike. And it's illegal in New Hampshire. I had a woman ask me today about the Happy Run from Vermont, and she wants to give it to her 17-year-old, which I get it. But she says, I don't know the law. So I looked it up for her. I said, he can ride it because 16 and up can ride a class 3 bike in Vermont. So he'd be all set. But she's like, well, I can't get up there right away. And I said, honestly, I got somebody coming out that sounds like they're going to buy it on Saturday. So I said, I'll let you know after that. The people, it's a woman that got in touch with me. And she said her and her fiance want to buy it. Enjoy it. So I'm like, yeah. She sounded really nice. I sent her the video. She's like, thank you very much. And it seems like just what we want. Hopefully it works out for her. So we're going to be making it around here in record time today, I think. That's why I wanted to take this bike. I wasn't worried about getting it dirty, and I knew we could get some speed out of this thing. So I've still got a bunch of videos that I got to finish editing. I got a couple that really just need to have a voiceover done on it. So much going on. So last weekend I did the shed roof. It took me all weekend. I went out there on Saturday. I went out, I don't know, about 11 o'clock. Because I did my editing in the morning, uploaded the Saturday video. And then I went out there around 11. It might have been 12. I'm not 100% sure, but got a late start on it. I had to, kind of design this because I was using the original panels. I wanted it to look the same. I think it actually looks better the way I did it, but I was reusing the panels, straightening them out. So I had to straighten each panel out, put it on, so on and so forth. But built a very sturdy wooden frame on that. It's not going anywhere, that's for sure. And I actually, I hung some bikes up in there so I can get more bikes in that shed with the way I designed it. So I got to do a couple more things with that. But that, that was Saturday, and then all day Sunday almost. I did do, at the end of the day, I did the videos in the driveway with all the trikes and stuff. So, and we're back out on the road here. I knew we'd be riding in the dark here. Not that it's dark yet. And the camera will probably make it look not that dark. So this camera's pretty good in the dark, and they do have night mode on it too, which I may switch to night mode. Never used it before. A guy at work, I'm actually going to bring this headlight up a little bit so I can see down the road a little bit more. And even hit the throttle. I'm hitting the throttle right now because I just want to concentrate instead of bouncing up and down. I want to see out in front of me. I want to see the trail. I want to see rocks. I want to see a hole like that. Another hole here. A little dip here. So you're gonna ride at night, you definitely got to be aware of what you're doing. Because let's put it this way, if I fell down here, let's say I knocked myself out somehow, probably wouldn't find me till I woke up, if I woke up. Don't tell my wife that, she won't let me go out again. It's like swimming. When you go at night, you should ride in a buddy system. I wonder if the snowbank's gone enough that I can get out on the road here. We'll find out. Yep. So now that I'm out on the street, it looks pretty good on the camera, on what I can see. I also noticed DJI is coming out with another action camera. So this is the Action 5. They got an Action 6 coming out. So you have to look at what that is, and is it better than the one I got? I mean, they're always better, but would it be worth upgrading? So I have 2 5s now and 1 4. I had a woman, I saw it on my video. She wanted to know how to, she tried overriding her bike to get it to go more than 20 miles an hour. She said, I tried to do what you said. I didn't even show it. I was, I think on the review I had overrode the bike, but I didn't tell people how to do it. But she said she tried doing it, she messed her bike all up, and she says, do you have the what the number should be? And I said, yeah, but you need to email me because I can't do that in the comments. It doesn't work as far as leaving pictures and stuff. So she emailed me, and I sent her all the what each number was for the P settings. I said, just make sure you put it all back to the way this is, and then when you want to override it, I said just go to P8 and override it to the, I think it's 48 or 46, something like that on the P settings. So we've been out here an hour and a half, and we put 17.4 miles on the bike. So but it was on a trail, so it was a good 17.4 miles, 17.5 now. We'll be around 18 when we get back. But we got out there, we rode. No directionals on this, no brake light. Again, I really wish they'd at least put a brake light on this bike, but whatever. All right, guys, we're almost home here, so this is where I say thank you for coming along tonight, and hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys have a great week, and we will see you next Saturday. And thanks for being subscribers and watching. You guys are awesome. Guys, I want to thank you for watching my video today. And if you are interested in buying a bike or something, please check with my affiliate links. That helps the channel out greatly. Again, guys, hit that like and subscribe on the way out. And thank you very much for watching. You guys are awesome. Thank you.